Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are exactly where we left off with that tricky reverse around the back, and we have some tires to deliver from here in Tucumcari to Santa Fe. Fuel is good. The fatigue on the driver isn't bad. Let's go ahead and get down to the open road here and check out Santa Fe. We don't want to clip that trailer now. All right, and it looks like it's a right turn out of here. Yes, indeedy. So we're going to be leaving Tucumcari and we're going to be heading west to Santa Fe. Hopefully this will take us on some new roads that we haven't been on yet. There's always hoping. But isn't this a nice, lovely field right in front of us? Check to our left, check to our right. Bus! Is he going to let us go? Oh, he is. Hey, buddy. Appreciate it. Always helps to have some friendly drivers on the road to let you go, considering how we are much bigger than this guy. But down the road we go. Looks like we're skirting the outskirts of Tucumcari, and we should get on the highway shortly. But thanks again for joining me for another episode of American Truck Simulator. We have a few more cities to go, but not too awful many. Once we get done with New Mexico, I think we want to buy a garage, which should be okay. We'll probably buy it in Albuquerque. That way we can get nice and centralized and have a brand new rookie driver do some long hauling for us. Of course, it's going to be very important to get those drivers maxed with their range that they can go. So if something from Albuquerque is heading to, say, Los Angeles or something like that, that driver would have no problem in transporting that as such. All right, look left, look right. We are back on our way. Hello, Ossifer. We are going right, good sir. So please spare us the speeding ticket if you don't mind. Although we do have 322 grand in the bank, it's not going to be a big deal if we're nailed for speeding, but I'd just rather avoid any unnecessary fines. There are achievements in the game to do a I believe it's a 500-mile long haul without any damage to the trailer, without any fines. Get it there on time. And I think I got that achievement, and I took several attempts at it. Especially if you're driving fragile loads. The trailer's pretty sensitive. If you short a corner, bad things can definitely happen. But I think I got that. But as always, we will be as safe as we possibly can here. So leaving Tucumcari the way we came in here, looks like the highway is just in front of us. So let's bid adieu to the little trailer parks around here and the the hotel with cable TV. And we shall make our way west to Albuquerque. So we'll be making a right turn to Albuquerque this time instead of the left turn. All right, let's drop it into 6th gear so we can attack this hill. Let's go 7th. Are we going to lose some momentum? Not too awful much. Pull, baby, pull. Awesome. Up on the highway into 8th gear, and let's get onto this lane as quickly as we can so we don't get all bottlenecked. So we are heading back the way we came, just a touch, but the turn off to Santa Fe will be quite different from us. Let's go ahead and set the cruise control up to 75. I don't actually know if we're going to hit 75 on this stretch. I don't know how quick it is to get back to Santa Fe. But Santa Fe wouldn't be a bad place to put a garage to sort of maximize our profits here. The game kind of snowballs. Once you get a few drivers under your belt and a few garages open, then it's only, ooh, hello? Warning triangle. What happened here, good sir? You know the breakdown. And that's cool. That's one of those randomly generated events that can spawn on the side of the road, and it didn't force us to the opposite lane, but it's just good, courtesy to scoot over for well, not an impaired driver. He may have been impaired. He'll need a drink after blowing his engine here on the highway, but to each their own. Passing this rest area here, and I want to thank my commenters. Apparently some of the places that we passed were Border Patrol, which I didn't even really think about being this close to the border. It makes sense that there would be Border Patrol, but, you know, the thought never occurred to me because you never really saw Border Patrol in California or the Arizona DLC. So, I mean, to see Border Patrol is really cool. Oh, that's like a little rundown mill town. You kind of get a feel of the Highway 66 Cars dilemma, where like once the highway comes in, all these little places that you needed to use Route 66 to get to just sort of fades by the wayside. Everyone just sort of forgets they're there because of this brand new shiny interstate that you can cruise at 75 miles an hour with the wind blowing in your hair. Or on your scalp, as it were. Let's go ahead and get around this guy. Looks like we got a pretty heavy load in front of us, and Santa Rosa is the next exit, so we're not going to be exiting there. Ooh, shoot the needle. Excuse me, good sir. Was it dangerous? Yes. Was it fun? Absolutely. And that's what it's all about, having fun here. Even though it looks like these guys might be slowing up in the lane here on Highway 40. One thing that I do want to check out before this series ends is, at least in real New Mexico, I'm told that just west of Socorro towards Arizona, there is almost like a SETI, installation, a lot of satellite dishes along the highway. And that, me being a space freak, and that'd be cool to see. I mean, it's always cool to see big honking satellites in real life, so we would be amiss if we did not see if they put in the satellite dishes. So Santa Fe is 1 mile away. This is our turn. We have to get around this tour bus here. Excuse me, senor bus, we are coming through. And it looks like this car in front of us is also heading to Santa Fe. And we'll be making the right turn here. Top of the hill, and come on, Volvo. Come on, Volvo. It sucks losing your momentum like that. You definitely don't want to go rolling back down the hill. But we should be good on 84. So I believe this is uncharted territory for us here on Highway 84. Looks like we got a ranch out there to the left. That's pretty cool stuff. Hold on, let me turn off my exhaust brake there. And a 65 mile an hour speed limit on this little 2-lane road. We'll go ahead and set our cruise up to 65 and enjoy the sights here. So nice wide open here. We've got an oncoming truck, so let's not hit him. We've got some mountains in the background. Well, very tall hills at least. A nice undulating road up and down. This is a good break from the monotony of a highway for sure. I don't know if Highway 84 actually looks like this, but we do have some elevation change, some extreme elevations over there, and if there was a road that went over there, that would definitely be interesting to partake in. I know this DLC has some interesting road connections and some interesting drives through some hills, uphill, downhill, that sort of thing. That's always fun to drive as a 18-wheeler. Looks like we got a little camp out there. A lot of cattle. Are those horses? I believe that was cattle. Kind of gives me a Texas vibe. And we're driving away from Texas. We're heading more westerly into New Mexico here rather than easterly to Texas. But to each their own. Looks like we're hopping on another highway here. So this is basically just a shoot through from one interstate to the other. We'll go ahead and back her down here. We're going to be making a left turn junction of Highway 25. So it says Santa Fe is straight ahead. Oh, I see what you did there. So Santa Fe is indeed straight ahead, but then it's also to our left. So we'll hop on this junction here, get down off pit road, get back up to speed, and another 75 mile an hour limit. Always good to hit top speed, and a very short runoff. That's one thing that I hope they continue to develop as this DLC and the country gets built is the runoff lanes are very, very quick. Ooh, we're starting to get some hilly terrain, it looks like. On top of a hill, and is that a police officer who is shooting radar? Kinda looks like it. Yep. You're not slick, good sir. Oh, I see. So oh, that is about as troll as you can get. So he was at a speed limit decrease. And sure enough, the speed limit dropped, and if we didn't get on the brake quick, he would have caught us speeding. And in this game, there is no police chase. The cops don't come up behind you. They just write you the ticket on the spot and send it in the mail. And, you know, that would make a police officer's job a whole lot easier for sure. We got a Dodge Ram over there with an exhaust tip. You see some of those around here. A lot of country boys with their lifted trucks and their big exhausts and all that good stuff. It looks like we've been on this road before. So 25 is going to basically merge up right here side by side. So we're going to get credit for, we got credit for the little offshoot that we just did, but we're not getting any new credit for a new road here. However, it looks like we are going on this junction here. So Santa Fe, we're heading 84, and I couldn't make that out. Is that 285 north? Also to Farmington. So we are not heading to Farmington today, but maybe there is a turnoff from Santa Fe or a load that goes from Santa Fe here into Farmington. But we need to slow right down. We're entering Santa Fe city limits here. So there is Santa Fe, 55 mile an hour speed limit, probably dropping down to 35 if I had to guess. So we'll just roll through. Yellow light, we can make it. Sorry, officer. Nope, red light violation. I thought we could make it, but to each their own. So let's see what Santa Fe has in store for us. Obviously, cattle. That is pretty cool stuff. We have an auto parts store. Looks like a Napa know-how over here. This car behind me is probably getting mad, but I don't care. A nice truck repair depot, someplace where we can sleep. That's always good because we're pretty tired, and it doesn't make sense to drive in the nighttime, for video at least. If this was a single player, of course, I would just constantly drive through the day or night, but for video, it's cool to actually look out and see the world here. Got a Tesla dealer right here, and it makes sense we're delivering tires, so it looks like Tesla is going to be buying our tires. Of course, that doesn't make any sense because we're pulling a Dole trailer. So these tires are going to be fresh. All right, here we go. Let's not cut the corner too quickly. Have to get in here, and I believe they will want it indeed right there. Let's turn on our four ways here. And then we'll make the hard right turn by the service bay. And just back it in. Just back it in now. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, taparoo. All right, we're pretty well straight now. We should be able to go straight back. Unfortunately, we can't really see the drop off quite yet, but we do know it is slightly to our right. So we'll just follow that on around here. It's a little tight. Oh, trailer's starting to get away from me here. So where is the drop off? That looks like a road. Okay, I see. I see your game. All right, so we need to pull up just a little bit. It's going right there by the concrete wall. So we kind of need to come at it from a funny angle. And Tyrone, when you back up, things come from behind you. Reference. Tyrone did a rally driving course, didn't you, Tyrone? Of course I have. Tyrone, why did you hit the car? It was at a funny angle. Well, Tyrone, when you back up, things come from behind you, doesn't it, Tyrone? Oh, man. So we'll just snuggle it in right there. Cut it nice and sharp there and drive it right on back in like a so. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's drop this trailer. Landing gear comes down and we are done. 175 miles, 3 hours, 25 minutes, 41 gallons of fuel consumed. And we didn't make that much money on it. But let's take a look and see what is coming out of Santa Fe. Boop. So, Santa Maria, California. That is a haul. I wish I knew. Oh, that is 1,000 miles on the nose. So maybe, let me take a look at my stats here, or my skills. Indeed, I can only go up to 1,000 miles, so when I level up, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to take rank 4 of the delivery so we can go 1,600 miles on a job. All right, so we've got some California jobs, a Phoenix job. Let's see, how many from New Mexico? Artesia, we've been down there, so that doesn't make sense. We've been to Cruces, Holbrook, Arizona, and Tucumcari. So what this tells me is I'm probably going to have to drive elsewhere to get a load to Farmington. I can see where the loads are coming out of to get to Farmington. Maybe we can luck out, and there is something in Albuquerque that is heading up that way. Being pretty centrally located and a pretty big city, there's a good chance, but I'm not seeing anything else. Cruces, Holbrook, Cruces. Who's going to Farmington? We're not going to Gallup. We're not going to Santa Fe. This is crazy. Anywho, a little bit of a short episode today, unfortunately. In the meantime, I'm going to sleep and sort of take a look around here at the map for here in Santa Fe. Take a look and see here. So we've got a rest stop here we can sleep at. We can repair our truck here at the dealership. We've got a few Walmarts. Is there 2 Walmarts in Santa Fe? Probably. We have a Discoverable over here that I need to get in the meantime and sleep. And maybe the job market will reset when we wake up in the morning and we can actually get something good coming from Santa Fe to Farmington, or we have to go to Clovis and we have to go to Hobbs. So a few more episodes to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to drive every square inch of road on camera. This will be mainly for me. If we could get something on this road, though, that would be pretty intense. But that is coming, say, out of Farmington to Raton. And I don't know if we can pick that up, but that would definitely be an interesting drive. What I might do is once I get all these cities discovered, if it doesn't look like the Oregon DLC is coming anytime soon, I might get a mod and just drive a regular old streetcar and just sort of sightsee around here. And if there's any landmarks or anything really cool that we can check out, I'll make a few episodes on that. One thing I do want to do is get to the international airport and do a drop off here at the ABQ Cargo Center. Hopefully we can drop something off at the big cargo plane there. And then somewhere along here on Highway 60 are those satellite dishes, so I need to check that out as well. But like I said, apologize for the short episode, but I have some work to do here off camera to keep it going. Get some rest, get some fuel, repair the truck, and then we shall be good to go. But that is going to do it from me in this episode of American Truck Simulator. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode of American Truck Simulator. Take care.